Alright, hello and welcome back to another Marvel Snap deck highlight video. Today we are running Hot Garbage, which is my endearing name for Arishem. Cool thing about Arishem is it generates a bunch of random cards that end up somewhere in your deck. So with that, you need to run Arishem. And that's pretty much it. The rest you can do whatever you want. There are cards that pair very well, like Mockingbird, who ends up with huge discount, Blob, you're always going to have cards to eat, and things like Blink and Sersi, who will mess around with some of your cards. So if you have kind of bad cards, low cost, bunch of low cost ones, but nothing crazy, you can buff them up. So we are popping in here trying to get to infinite. We will see how it goes. So the on-repeat thing is nice. Our rescue is going to be really big. We actually don't want to play Spider Ham because that just buffs whatever it hits. Specifically because DC is in the game. And now we wait. Excellent. That's pretty rude, but here we are, I guess. Alright, so that's rough. That's not great. So right now we're going to be hoping for a move card because otherwise we're kind of locked out of there. The alternative, I guess, is Mr. Fantastic, but he still doesn't win us that lane. He just gets us a little more power in there. That's objectively wrong because I have to pop the... We're not going to pop the rescue a second time. That hurts a little bit, but here we are. Can't win them all. Yeah. Alright. This guy is running like a destroy mill kind of package. Alright, so that's probably the worst draw we could have possibly had there. Unless she played herself middle, in which case that'd have been okay. But, yeah, we're just gonna bail on that one. Alrighty, popping into game 2. Hopefully this will go a little bit better. Zabu's always a fun card to see turn 1. So we're gonna... I really only hit Shang in our base deck, but if Arishem put a bunch of 4-drops in there, maybe it'll hit them too. That's pretty rude. They're running Thanos based on the quantity of cards in their deck here. We're gonna hit a Koye. Actually, we can Quake Thunderbolt's Tower, so we're gonna put her middle. And that hits everybody and their mom in our deck, so that's pretty cool. And the best part is... See, I'm always tempted with Corvus Glaive, but like there are so many cards I don't want him to hit. So what we're gonna do here is just nuke the Adam Warlock before that becomes a problem.
It's clobbering time.
That's fine. Fill the lowest card there. Not the lowest card there. We're gonna take care of that. He's gonna gain a power, or he's not. Interesting. Alright, well, I clearly don't understand how this game works, but here we are. Just gonna slap Malekith over there. He's gonna give us another card pull. Hopefully nothing that we don't want to see. Like a Carnage would really be worst case, I think. You don't want to see a Carnage. See, that's fine. We can get that. So they're just gonna keep playing cards there to prevent the Adam Warlock from being eaten. So, the alternative is we just nuke them. And that's fine. I can live with that. Actually, we're just gonna... We're gonna do one of these. No, we're not. That's dumb. Yeah, we're gonna play the Corvus Glaive. Let's see. The reason I didn't want to play him before is because we had a Blob, and that's just like, I never want to discard Blob. That's awful. I hate it. But since they hit him with the Leech, really, who cares at this point? He's a 6-0 from now until the end of the game. So, it doesn't help us much. So now we are going to Quake. And that will kill the Mantis and the Zabu. But the Quinjet will live. And we'll see if 6 power is enough to win middle. It is if your opponent retreats. That's how you play Snap right there. If your opponent retreats, you win every game. It's that easy. Alright. After we get that nice laugh track at the start, we are hopping into Game 3. Still running an Arishem, still trying to push up to infinite. That is not ideal for them. Also, not ideal for us. Because this is a really good hand. Blink and Sersi, and 2 Red Guardians? Yes, please. Yeah, I really don't want that back in my deck, but here we are. So this is in my starting hand, or my starting deck, right? This guy is not, which means if we draw Mockingbird, this will discount it. So, I do want M'Baku back in the deck, because he's just a spam 2 power somewhere at the end of the game. Love that guy. Take one of these. And, you know, the issue with this shield is you need to draw Sam Wilson Captain America for it to be anything more than a 1-1, which is pretty useless. We drew M'Baku again, which isn't great. But I like to turn it off anyway, just in case, because if he does draw Sam Wilson, that buff is really good. Very nice. We are going to once again throw M'Baku back in our deck since he refuses to stay there. Ugh. And there is going to be a Shaw and a Surfer and one other 3-cost card played next turn. So we are taking an L here. That is unfortunate. Actually, wait, hold on. Oh, you can't unretreat. You fool! We weren't winning that anyway. It didn't matter. I did not account for the Mobius. Oh well, we'll get him next time. Hopping into Game 4. Still about 4 cubes away. And we are cooking, and by that I mean this starting hand is not great. So we're gonna hope we draw a Quinjet next turn, because that would be really cool. Otherwise, we're kind of stuck with a lot of whole lot of nothing, which is great. And they're just playing a bunch of low-cost stuff to fill lane, which is pretty rude. We are going to slap in a Rock Slide.
Avengers! Assemble.
Really? So this guy either didn't pay for the season pass or hasn't put Sam Wilson in here. Which is weird because a lot of ongoing decks just run the dude because he's just kind of good. But hey, we'll take it. So they probably fill this location. Which means... Which means I'm just going to play big cards. New York kinda doesn't matter if you fill the location early, you can just move everything. Yeah, so we can easily beat if it's filled, but turn 6 they start moving stuff, and then we are not doing as well. Yep. The good news is we can also play stuff here, and it's pretty safe from anything. They can't chain, they can't rogue, they can't do anything in this middle lane. You hate to see that, really. question is, what are they playing, and can we beat it? We do play first, so if they slap a Shang down anywhere, that just wins. Yeah, so our M'Baku is going to turn off the Warpath anyway. So is that really the best play line? No, because we have 4-8. That's the best play line. That puts us at 5, but the M'Baku will land here, putting us at 6. This puts us at 18 middle. They're moving something, right? There's no way they don't. They do have 9 energy, so they could very well just play out. So the question here is, does 5 power win right? That's going to be a +2 with M'Baku. And I'm going to say 7 power does not win that. So, not going to deal with it.
Escaped.
Thanks for that laugh track as always. Hopping into our 5th and final game. Will this be the 8-cuber that pushes us to infinite? Probably not, but you never know. Wow, that's actually good because I don't really like Human Torch. It's great in a move deck, but I don't see move cards in my hand, so it's not really helping. The armor probably does help us later though, so we're gonna stop that down. Blade, again, like I have a lot of energy here. This is an Arishem deck, so I'm very okay with nuking the 1-cost cards. Nice. Yeah, so we have 4 now, so we can just slap down a Proxima Midnight somewhere. I'm gonna throw her middle. See what happens. There's always a chance middle gets nuked. Okay. We are gonna be taking care of that real quick, because I am not interested. Ooh, the Black Bolt is tempting, but I just don't want to deal with Fenris. So we're going to turn that off before it becomes a problem. I'm going to nuke another 1-drop. And yeah, I mean, that's incredibly good. Incredibly unfortunate that we turned off the Fenris because it isn't really doing anything this game. That's just a straight whiff there, that's all that is. So we're going to put Havoc over here, Blink in the middle. So that puts us at 14 middle, we're up 4, and that puts us at whatever card Havoc pulls, which, if it's at least 1 power, ties us the lane. If it's more than 1 power, it wins us the lane. Negasonic. Wow, I hate that. Pull Arishem. Oh, we're so close, but yet so far. Alright, so if this pulls Blob, we win, but otherwise we're kind of hosed. You know? We take those.
Victory.
Good note to end on there. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.